Oh, hey, when did you get here? It's, wow, little awkward. So, hi. Congratulations, you found the champ dog. This is Blossom, our little kitteny cat. So thanks for tuning in, guys. So glad you could be here. So today we're actually starting off just a little bit of an experiment. So I'm going to try for the next little while, instead of doing like longer videos with several games, I'm just going to try and put out shorter videos a little more regularly. So I've already recorded a bunch of games and I'm probably just going to do one game per video. They're best of 3 matches, so a lot of them end up being like 25 to 30 minutes anyway. So I can't really fit a second video in there. But I'm going to try like over the next week or two, just having an upload probably every day, or at least, you know, like every other day or every weekday. We'll see exactly how it shakes out. You can probably tell I'm not great at planning. But yeah, I'm just going to be updating fairly regularly, one game each, just with the same deck so that I don't have to stress about like putting together a different deck. And I can also do what I do today, which is just play a bunch of games. The ladder's just reset for the new season, so I'm just, you know, climbing back up. So these are all in my climb through gold. And yeah, so that's the plan. That's the experiment. I'm just going to see how that goes, what sort of reception that gets, how it affects my engagement and all of that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let's hop into the arena and I'll show you what we're playing. It's Izzet Dragons, guys. Remember this deck? Everyone's favorite. You all loved it. You didn't get sick of seeing Goldspan Dragon, did you? I didn't. I've actually, I don't think I can recall a single person expressing the sentiment that Goldspan Dragon is overplayed, or that they're tired of seeing it, or that it's a powerful card. I mean, is it even a good card? Had you heard that? I haven't heard that. Who knows? You know what? Take 5. Yeah, this is my 5th attempt on this DeckTech. I prattle on too much. I love to talk. What can I say? So this list was put up by Todd Anderson over at Star City Games. If you can't read that because you don't have a membership, don't know what to tell you. Maybe consider getting a membership. It is pretty good. It's pretty dope. I've played around with a few different Izzet Dragons lists. I put together a few myself. I looked at a few on Channel Fireball, Star City Games, Etherhub, anywhere else I could find. Tried a few different versions, but at the moment I'm trying this Todd Anderson list. It's pretty good. The article is decent. I'm not going to say too much this time. I promised myself I wouldn't. Big difference from previous seasons is there's less hard counters in this, and there's a lot more bounce. We're not running any Saw It Comings. In fact, main deck, we've only got 2 Disdainful Strokes and 3 Jwari Disruptions, but you'll see we've got 3 Fading Hope and 4 Divide by Zero. Divide by Zero is really strong. I've been amazed at how good this card is in our Dragons lists at the moment, and I honestly kind of think the deck wouldn't work without it. It's surprisingly really good. We've only got the 3 cards in the learn board. The other thing that's been really standing out for me is Smoldering Egg. Opening hands where you have this versus when you don't, completely different games. And it's really powerful, but it's also just kind of fun, you know, and I love it when things are fun and they feel good, but they're also powerful. So that's dope. Moonveil Regent is okay. I don't think it's amazing in this deck, but it can be really handy. Draws you some cards sometimes. 4 mana, 4/4 flyer can be good sometimes. And, you know, you need to keep up a certain amount of threat density. And honestly, when it's like turn 12 and you draw a Smoldering Egg, you kind of wish it was something else. So Moonveil Regent is good in those situations. Memory Deluge is great to get you some card advantage. The bounce is better than I thought it would be. I wasn't very high on bounce at first, but it really is kind of a token meta, you know, but also just the tempo. Everything in the green decks draws like 5 cards when it comes into play, so raw card advantage doesn't matter as much. So just being able to answer something cheaply and get like a little bit of board advantage and time advantage can be really powerful. And it also helps Goldspan be helpful against its biggest nemesis in this format, Renin 7. A resolved Renin 7, make a Tree Folk, has reach, can kill the Goldspan Dragon, but you can bounce that token for 1 mana and attack down the Renin 7 and get a scry out of it. So that can be really helpful. Yeah, I'm sure everyone knows how the deck functions by now. Sideboard, 4 Burning Hands because green is everywhere. Malevolent Hermit is great against other blue decks that want to counter your stuff. More Memory Deluge, and then just a few more counter spells. So that's it. Shuffle up, let's go play some games, and don't worry, I am going to put that Hermit back into my sideboard. This hand would be good if it had land, but it doesn't. so we have to mulligan. I mean, it does have 2 lands. They're both tapped, but I don't really want to mulligan any more than this. And I do like seeing Smoldering Egg. Games where you stick a turn 2 Smoldering Egg versus games where you don't, massive difference. But we do need to draw an untapped land. Led on this because this can be untapped if we hit a basic. Pack leader, sure. We got a reader. We got a reader. What's the plan? Looks like they're stumped by an OFO. Ooh, they're Simic. Spicy. So we've got Fading Hope and either of our 2 mana things held up here, which is nice. Temur. Okay. Very spicy. Obviously block the 3/3. I've been really cautious about blocking with my eggs because they're so good, but I gotta start getting used to this is just too nice. Do I want another egg? Probably not right now. Man, I wish I had an untapped land, like so badly. Drop something big. Something I can stroke, please. Okay, that came out wrong. That's, yeah. That came out all wrong. Just all wrong. I need to turn my mic volume down a little bit. Is this better? I don't know. Do they have a way to finish it off? Looks like no. Looks like no. So we just hold up Dragon's Fire and Stroke. Alternatively, we can Deluge. Do they have the fight spell? I think it's worth revealing to get the extra point in case they have a way to give it +1/+1. I mean, if they do, it's most likely Snakeskin Veil, so this doesn't work anyway, but... we don't want them to draw the card. No blocks. Come on, slap down something big. Something spicy, like a Renin 7. Obviously not a Goldspan, they would have done that pre-combat. They're just going to level up the Ranger class. I mean, that's fine. Eventually we'll find a Divide by 0 for it. What a beating. It is, as they say, suboptimal. And I mean, the other question is, do I divide the Ranger class? I mean, I kind of have to divide the Ranger class, don't I? Missing these land drops has been really painful. Like, really painful. Really very painful. And they got down the chariot. I really don't know if we can win from here. I don't think I can. I'm actually just going to concede and move on. We're just so far behind on land. I mean, potentially we could have, sure. That's not untrue. I think this is fine. Yeah, I'll try this. Yeah, there's definitely ways we could have come back there, but it's such an uphill battle. Kind of just want to conserve my mental resources. Just being stuck on 4 lands like that is very hard to come back from. Take the play, of course. No red mana, I can't keep this. Seems to be something of a theme today. Just bad hands. I mean, it happens. Part of the game. Unfortunately. Wolfie. I think I just killed this here. Double divide by 0 is nice. I'm heavily biased towards getting more blue. Could be a mistake since we do have we only have single blue cards here. It's going to be a long time before we're looking at double casting anyway. And we do have the double red in the dragon. Send this back. Grab a sciences. I'm just going to play this out now. It does mean they can resolve a chariot. But, you know, eventually we need to present some threats. And, you know, 4/4 flyer onto an empty board is pretty good. Yep, there's the chariot. Okay, so we can kill off the chariot pretty handily with that. Unfortunately, there's no way to hold both of these up. So I might as well do this now. As either way, I can only cast one of these spells next turn. Being on the play is so good. Like, this game feels so much better than our last game did, even with the resolved Chariot. So hopefully they activate Chariot here, and I can shoot it with Burning Hands. Cool. It is day. And your Chariot dies. I couldn't find the decline button, I was freaking out. I don't want to discard my hand. Yep. They get in for 3 here. But we have got a significant clock on them. Obviously we're tapped out, so well, we have the treasure, but nothing we can do with it. So they do have this turn to run amok on us. Overlush, sure. We take 10 here. I mean, they could draw a removal spell here. They did not. Not going to do anything unless we have to. No point revealing more information. Wonderful. So hopefully game 3 goes a little more like that. Obviously being on the draw, uphill battle, definitely. A bit more removal, maybe. Actually, I think it's better to cut the Epiphany. Let's just try like this. Don't overthink it. Internally shaking my head at my opponent's name here. That's just not the way to go. Oh, sorry about the green pixels in the corner of the screen there. Camera and green screen are struggling a little bit. So, yeah, mulligan to every hand this game. I can't keep this. Obviously, the turn 2 egg is nice, but no blue mana. It's too risky. This is even worse. Well, Shuffler's decided we're going to lose this one. And we'll have to draw like a god to come back from mulliganing down like that. Although no 2-drop from our opponent does help as well. Probably means they have removal for this egg though. Oh, I mean, they had something there. It's probably just the lair holding priority. Mammoth, sure, nothing I can do about it. Land in for 5. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I feel sad about this, but it seems kind of necessary. No blue from our opponent yet. What is their hand? I mean, it must be a whole bunch of lands to trigger the mammoth. Hopefully they try to resolve something big this turn and we can stroke it. Obviously a removal spell we're very soft to. We don't have negate. Not a position I love being in, let me tell you. Yep. Ow. Oh, it hurts. It hurts so bad. It's a bit sad. It's also a bit sad. I mean, that's something. They can get in for 4 with their Lair of the Hydra next turn. Maybe even 5. They can pretty much resolve anything they want to this turn. If it's just Lair, they just took 3 damage to do 1 extra point of damage to me. Seems weird. Cool. I mean, this hurts, definitely. But strangely is actually one of the better outcomes we could have had there. Given how soft our hand is. So our Hall of Storm Giants can block their lair this turn. Yeah, their hand can't be all that good. Cannot be all that good. Wonder what they've got for 2 mana. Some kind of pump spell. Thundering Rebuke is a sorcery. I was even thinking Cleansing Wildfire, that's a sorcery. Okay, Burning Hands does feel a little bit better. I think we just need to sit back still though. We could get in for 7 there. But then we're just very squishy to anything with haste. There could be a Stormseeker. I mean, if they'd been trying to resolve something like that earlier, we would in fact be dead by now. That's a little more comfortable. Really want to know what's in their hand. Oh, wow. See if this is... okay, sorry about the green screen issues there, guys. I acknowledge it still isn't great, but the lighting situation in this room is also pretty terrible. Nothing I can really do about that, sadly. Nice. I think I want the divide by 0. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. As much as this sucks, at least this way I can counter something and kill something if they present 2 threats. So I can let them do this and spend my 2 cards answering the token and the Wren. Or I can just bounce it back to their hand and have a problem next turn.
Destroy the gifts nature grows. Trees can fight their own battles.
That's actually really nice. I didn't realize I'd be able to do that. I've only got 6 lands. This will kill the Wren. This could also kill the Wren. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I could divide by 0, get nothing in particular. I think we just chill for one more turn, try to resolve a memory deluge at end step.
The heat has become unbearable.
And then we need to start getting aggressive with the Hall of Storm Giants. Resolves. Same thing, we can bounce the token and get through with the birds.
The will of the woods is made manifest.
Okay, so wait, 1, 2, 3 for the divide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a dragon. I'd have 1, 2, 3 left. Oh, well, that just gets better and better, doesn't it? Moonveil Regent, are you what I want right now? You're not terrible. And it will go down to 8. Deal with Wren. Yeah, so I am glad I didn't just try to blindly attack with the Storm Giants earlier, knowing that they've been holding up all these Wrens. So hopefully they try to resolve one more here. And then also no blue mana this turn, this game. We did definitely see a Quandrix Snoll. Okay, there's the blue mana. Tusky Bearer of Secrets. Okay. Can still get rid of that. Good game. All right, we got there. A little bit tense, but we did it. Okay. I'm going to spend a minute and try to sort out this green screen situation. That was a tidy little game against Temur Stompy. Is that a thing? I mean, why not? Like, the new dual lands are pretty good. There's very low opportunity cost to splash blue, although I'm surprised I didn't see any counter spells. I don't quite understand what the blue was for, but I mean, why not? It's basically just Gruul Stompy with a very light blue splash, so I guess you can run counter spells or one other thing that you want to. But yeah, tidy little win. That's nice. I've been doing very well against the mono green and Gruul decks tonight with this list, and I've been seeing a lot of them because the ladder's reset and everyone wants to play aggro. But yeah, that was the game. This was the deck. I was the champ dog. You were brilliant. I'll catch you real soon.